Had a burger. Stop saying and, bro. Strawberry banana naked. Best. Hey y'all, it's your girl Swindy Nikki. Thanks for tuning into my channel. And before I get any further, just want to make sure that you guys hit the subscribe button so you could keep up with me and my craziness. So let's just get started. I wanted to make this video to talk about my surgeries, cosmetic procedures, etc. So I'm just gonna start from the oldest to the most recent. Back in May of 2018, I flew to Miami to get a lipo and Brazilian butt lift. And if you don't know what that is, it's basically taking fat from areas of your body that you don't want, like your arms, your thighs, your stomach, and your back, and just putting it into your butt. That's very common nowadays. Before, you know, it used to be like, oh my god, she got her body done. But I mean, to be honest, now it's more of like, who didn't get their body done, if you want to be real. I was really struggling with my weight because I gained weight off of this birth control called Nexplanon. I gained about 40 pounds, and all of my life I was 100 to 110 pounds. So I was really uncomfortable, and that's when I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna get this procedure because I always wanted to get it done. I just never had the fat to do it. So it was the perfect time for me. I started to do research, and me and this girl that I know started talking. She told me who her doctor was. I started looking into him, and she looks bomb as fuck still to this day. I started looking at the before and after pictures. I also have this app called Real Self. If you don't know what that is, I highly recommend that you download it after you watch this video, especially if you're a female who wants to get any type of procedure done. It could be lipo, it could be getting your lips done, it could be anything. You will find doctors from all over the world with reviews, pictures, videos. I documented my whole journey on Real Self, and I'm going to put my username down below so you guys can follow and read it if you like. It's very informative, and anything that I don't address in this video definitely will be in that journey. At the time, my doctor was running a promotion that if you put half down, you'll get $1,000 off of the surgery price. So I had put half down, and my procedure came out to $5,700. That doesn't include the $1,000 that I spent for the recovery house, which was 5 nights, 6 days. Plus I had to pay for the round trip to Miami and then all the supplies. So roughly I spent about $7,500 on this procedure. To me, it was completely worth it. Even though I do want to go get a round 2, it's not because my doctor did a bad job. It's more so because I didn't keep up with myself. As far as like exercising, eating right, getting my lymphatic massages when I came back from Florida, and just because I don't have that kind of that kind of shape that I want as yet. Everybody has prefers to look a certain type of way, and I honestly want that shape where I'm like, you know what I mean. Yes, I'm going to go back for round 2, and I will definitely be posting a vlog on that probably later on this year because I don't want to do any surgery in the summer. That was my biggest mistake. Since I did it around May, it was hot, and once I came back, the recovery lasted about 3 months. And you have to wear this faja, which has these thick straps, and I couldn't wear a cute sundress or anything that was summery without you noticing that I had my faja on. Your faja you have to wear 24 hours every single day. It just keeps you snatched and just keeps you together. But I didn't listen. I got tired of sweating and being aggy and aggravated that I couldn't go out and look cute and show my body off, so I only wore it for like 2 months. Plus you have to have this pillow, and since you can't sit on your butt, you sit on this pillow. It's like basically goes right here on your thighs, and so your butt isn't touching anything. And I was really getting tired of that damn pillow. I was taking that pillow on the train with me. I was taking that pillow to Coney Island. Anywhere that I went, you would see me with that pillow. I didn't care what anyone thought of me. Obviously, everyone knew what I had gotten done. You could totally tell when you looked at me from behind. So I'm not the type of person that cares what other people think, but it was just super annoying. You don't want to sit on your butt too early because then you're going to kill all your fat cells and basically make your butt smaller, and it's just a waste of your money. I probably lasted like a month and a half without actually sitting on my butt. So once I got to the recovery house, you know, I settled in. I had this roommate. She was from Philly. Me and her clicked like this. We're still close to this day. Our procedure is done by a different doctor, but on the same day. Now, the recovery house provides breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks. All healthy, of course, because they're not going to be feeding you rice and beans and hot chips when you just had a procedure done and you're supposed to be eating healthy. They also wash your fajas. You're supposed to at least have 2. I wouldn't recommend going and buying multiple fajas before you even go to do your surgery. You don't want to buy fajas because at first I was an extra large and then I went down to a large, and that was the most I went down. But you're not gonna know what your results are, and the more days that go by, the less swollen that you get here and in your hips. So you're not really gonna know what sizes to buy, and it's just gonna be a waste of money. Also, for the clothes that you need to pack, definitely pack things that are disposable, that you don't really care about getting dirty, because literally all my dresses that I brought, I woke up in them filled with blood because of the incisions that were made on me, and they were, you know, I was leaking. Sounds so weird and gross, but that's just the truth of the matter. I kept leaking all over the place. So my baggage going back to New York was definitely less heavier than when I flew to Florida. Prior to my surgery date, I had a pre-op with my doctor and his assistant. I was told to not eat or drink past, I think, 9:30 or 10 o'clock, which is extremely hard for me because I love to eat and I be thirsty. So they also informed me that I was going to have a nicotine and pregnancy test taken once I get to my doctor's office the next day to perform the surgery. Now, I was freaking out because 30 days before your surgery, they tell you not to drink, not to smoke, not to take any type of pills that you're not supposed to be taking. But 2 weeks before my surgery, I was super stressed out and I ended up drinking, and when I drink, I smoke. I was freaking out. Like, when I got back to the recovery house, I told my girl Sheena, I was like, you know what, let's go to Walmart. I bought a gallon of water, literally got back and was just chugging it through a straw for the whole night up until my cutoff time at 9:30 or 10 o'clock. And I was just praying to God that nothing would come up in my system. I even got more spooked because this girl that was also staying in the recovery house with us, she came back crying that she was pregnant and she couldn't go through with her procedure. She also couldn't even get a refund back from the recovery house, which I felt super bad. Make sure that you're not, even if you're sexually active, like, there's no chances of you being pregnant, and that you definitely don't smoke or drink, because you don't want to wait all this time to prepare yourself. The next day we woke up, the driver from the recovery house, me and my girl Sheena, to our doctors. I was happy because my procedure time was about 5:30 or 6 o'clock in the morning, and to be honest, if your procedure is later on in the day, it's said to not be that good, because let's just say your doctor's doing surgery all day long, he's gonna get tired. Like, his best work is definitely gonna be early in the morning. So I was maybe like the second or third girl that he performed the procedure on, so I was super happy. I would definitely prefer it to be that way. So when I went in, I met with the doc, took my test, passed, thank God. I met with the doctor, we spoke a little bit and talked about what my wishes were for my body, what type of butt I wanted, like if I wanted a little shelf booty or a slope booty. And if you don't know the difference, then girl, you need to go look that up, because I prepared myself so well for this procedure. There was nothing that he spoke about that I already didn't know the answer to. You definitely want to do a bunch of research and not go in there blind, because some of these doctors, like, they honestly just don't care. They just want their money, and whatever you get, and this is your body and your money. So make sure that you definitely do your research, because this is not something that you want to play with. After we spoke, he led me into this place. I can't even begin to describe how it was. If you ever watched the movie Hostel, then you can kind of get an idea of what I'm about to describe. So it was a bunch of different I guess like rooms, and literally when you walk in, it's just like metal all over. Everything is just metal. It's super cold in there, especially because you don't have any clothes on. You just have like a gown. They lay you down and they start to like put your IV in, but I was freaking out because the IV kept falling out. I was just super spooked. I was like, please God, don't make me be half awake for this surgery. Don't let nothing go wrong. I was just getting super anxiety. Finally, it stood in. The doctor gave me a mask. He told me to take 2 breaths. Now, the first breath that I took, I kid you not, it felt like flames going down my throat, like fire, just straight fire, and it burned. But the second breath literally knocked me out. So by that time, I was fine. The procedure is about 3 to 4 hours, but of course, it just feels like you're taking a nap. You wake up. I woke up, unfortunately, because this girl next to me was screaming, crying that she got kidnapped, help, someone's trying to kill her, all this crazy stuff. Anesthesia makes you crazy, and everybody reacts different off of it. So she woke me up. My driver from the recovery house picked me up. First 3 days, I would say I was sleeping on and off. Like, I didn't have much of an appetite. I felt so nauseous. I didn't really even want to eat anything. After a few days, I started to walk around a lot, which is what you're advised to do so that you can feel your body. So you're gonna be numb all here, all on your sides. If you told the doctor that you want hips, your back, your butt, everything. You're definitely gonna be numb, and it's gonna feel weird, but it's not like a pain. It's just like sore and numbness, which is really good. I didn't expect that. A lot of people were crying. I have a high tolerance for pain, so if you do, then you'll be fine. Like, if I'm gonna go back again to do it, then that must mean that it wasn't that bad. I started to walk around, you know. I even convinced the girls to walk like 10 minutes to the store just to get some hot chips, some wings. Like, I just wanted to get out of the house and actually eat real food and drink soda and stuff. Hence why I'm about to get another BBL, because I just cannot stop eating junk food. The worst part of this whole procedure was definitely the massages. So you're supposed to get these lymphatic massages, is what they're called, and you basically stand up while the woman, you know, massages you, and through your incisions you drain blood, liquid, all that other stuff. It's really nasty. I have a weak stomach, so I kept getting like queasy. I wanted to throw up and pass out. There was multiple times she had to stop, had to get a drink of water. Yeah, that was just not it for me. I just couldn't. It was a pretty smooth, you know, process for me. I didn't get any fibrosis, thank God. Nothing went wrong. I can't wait to go do it again. This time around, I'm gonna lipo my arms because my arms are a little bit chunky for me. I would definitely suggest that you apply for care credit if you are getting any type of cosmetic surgery done, because care credit is just like a credit card for surgeries. Anything that your insurance won't cover, care credit will. In the beginning, when I wanted to do this procedure, I applied for care credit, but my credit wasn't that good, so I got denied. However, my mom applied and she got approved for $2,000, so she added me as an authorized user, and I was able to use that $2,000 towards my procedure. Once I paid it off, they boosted her limit from $2,000 to like $5,000, which is where I'm about to get into my next little procedure. I did go and get Kybella shots done. Kybella shots are supposed to be these injections that kill your fat cells in your neck or your chin, even like over here, like your cheeks kinda, but they didn't work. They were $2,400. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't do much research on my doctor. These were just trendy at the moment. At that time, I just looked it up, looked at the doctor a little bit, and I just went for it. Kybella shots aren't just supposed to be one round. If you want to see good results, you're supposed to go at least 2 or 3 times, but I'm not about to pay $2,400 3 times. So what I decided now is that I'm going to get chin lipo. I did my research on the doctor that I will be having this procedure done by. He is located in Manhattan. I have my consultation on April 7th and I'm super excited because, like I said, when I gained those 40 pounds, a lot of it also went to my face. And if you can't really tell, it's probably because the way that I'm sitting or did my makeup, but like I just have this fat, like it's just excessive and I hate it. It's like a pet peeve. It's something that's been really bothering me for a long time and I just want to get rid of it. I'm definitely going to document that journey as well, so stay tuned for that video. I also paid off the Kybella on my mom's care credit and they boosted her limit to maybe like 10 or 20,000 by now. So like I said, definitely invest in that care credit. Nobody wants to pay out of pocket for surgery. It's a lot of money and it could get really expensive and pricey, but if you're willing to pay for it and go through all the things that come with it, then why not? Like, if you want to look good and if it makes you happy, go ahead, baby. Don't listen to A, B, and C who doesn't have enough money to get their body done, or your little boyfriend who's not even going to be with you in 2 years. Like, whatever makes you happy, go and do it. It doesn't matter. The last thing that I did were lip injections. This is the most recent. In February, they were originally supposed to be $800, but I got a Valentine's Day special for $550. I used my own care credit because I applied and finally got approved. I'm currently still paying that off, hoping that they will boost my care credit so that I can use that towards my neck lipo and then pay that off and use whatever they give me towards my next BBL. I mean, I am happy with my lips. I'm not super satisfied, but I'm happy. The lady put 0.7 in my top, 0.3 in my bottom because my top lip was definitely way smaller than my bottom lip. So now I just feel like they match, which is good. The next time around, I'm definitely gonna get 2 vials at one time because I don't know, I just loved how they looked when they were swollen. They were so like luscious and big, and when I spoke, it's just like you were looking at my lips and nowhere else. I am going to get my nose done because my nose made me very insecure growing up and I just want to get it done so bad. However, I think it's probably going to be the last thing that I do because it's pretty expensive and there can be multiple, you know, issues, especially with something on your face. You don't just want to like jump into it. Even though I know who my doctor is going to be, my doctor is going to be in Cali, which is kind of far, but I think definitely worth it after I've seen a lot of before and after pictures. I do want to do my boobs, but I just don't know where I'm going to fit that all in. If you have any questions, just comment below. I will certainly get back to you. Make sure that you like this video and, like I said, subscribe.